as Mark Anthony McGowan, the Princeton Tiger, gets the 125 championship. Now at 133, we move forward to another 1v2 matchup for Penn. It's Ryan Miller, the 2 seed, earned a 16-4 major decision over Brown's Hunter Adrian to earn his spot to Philadelphia, but also in the Ivy League final as he goes up against the top seed from Cornell, Tyler Ferrara. And Ferrara, in his freshman campaign, got a tough out against another freshman in Princeton's Danny Jones. That was just a 5-2 decision. He had to fend off a takedown late, had good defense in that matchup, and we expect a fun one here coming up. Ryan Miller is 22nd ranked according to the coaches, 13th in RPI. Ferrara, 31st and 28th respectively. So from a national scene, you could say Miller's arguably the favorite, but Ferrara got the job done in a 2-1 decision back on February 9th. And as a result of that win, he earned the top seed. Now he's going to have to get it done again.
Yeah, no, and he's coming out firing right away. As you see, Ryan Miller doing a really good job kind of stuffing that shot and finding the way to square up. As you can see, you get a first stalemate of the match. Both of these guys very familiar with each other. It's going to be a back and forth battle. Really close, first match between these two, and I expect another close one tonight.
Ferrara, all Ivy League first teamer, 11-5, the Binghamton, New York product. It was a 2-time state champion. Also in 2022, won championship at the Beast of the East. And Miller, well, he is a long tenured senior with a ton of success. Also, all Ivy League first team. How about that? Co-Ivy League first teamers here at 133, and Miller with the victory against Adrian, 21-6 this season, a 2-time NCAA tournament competitor at 125. He's at 133 for the first time in his career, but he's trying to become an Ivy champion. We're 80 seconds in, no score. First period at 125 did not see a score, and then the action ramped up in the second. Are we going to see the same thing here as these two feel each other out?
Yeah, lots of good hand fighting, some push-pull, just trying to find an angle and break this guy's head hands, both guys. Both guys doing a pretty good job so far of just being prepared for shots like that. As you see, a nice re-attack attempt from Ryan Miller.
Couldn't quite get enough of a grasp on the right leg of Ferrara. Talk about big match experience. Certainly Miller has it, but can't overlook Ferrara. You think about what this Cornell program has done over the years, including last year, second at the Nationals. To be able to crack the lineup as a freshman is impressive.
Yeah.
Miller with the advantage over the top, up high. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Can he turn it into 3 late? You get a takedown at this point of the first period. It is huge because not only do you get the 3, but you likely prevent an escape point. So short time in this first. And I think both sides are content here just to stick with the hand fighting. Not many shots open through the first 3 minutes, but if what we had at 125 over the final 4 happen here, we're in for a barn burner. As you look at how we got here in this bracket, again, the tough out in Danny Jones in the top half, and then the dominance from Miller in the bottom half, getting us to this Ivy championship at 133. It'll begin with Ryan Miller on the bottom, to his feet, and it took 4 seconds for the escape to go up 1-0.
It's eerily reminiscent of this
Yes,
the first match. It's back and forth battle. We'll see if we get any takedowns in this period, but the action's going to start picking up here.
Ferrara, one of 6 top seeds for Cornell out of these 10 weight classes. They have 9 locked in. If they get a victory at heavyweight in the final, they will have a perfect 10 going to Philadelphia. but they will try to get their first individual championship. Meanwhile, we mentioned Penn entered the round a half point ahead of Cornell. You get the head-to-head victory here at 133. It improves the odds of a team championship as Miller in on the leg, trying to get Ferrara closer. Ferrara keeping his leg stretched out. Miller working back towards the middle. Better advantage on the edge here. Trying to get around the hip. A little hold around the glute left side. Not enough there. Miller getting closer again. Looking for the sweep. Ferrara falls down. Ryan Miller has 3 and has a 4-0 lead.
Really well executed. He didn't rush that position. Ferrara really funky, really good in those positions where if you allow him to get weight back into you, it's a problem. And Ryan Miller did a good job just staying patient and finding a way to shelf that foot up. As you see, stall call there.
That was a call against Miller. Initially, the hand with the red armband went up, but quickly changed to green. So Miller with the stall warning, leading 4-0. And you mentioned it again, Pat, the patience on that takedown. There's where the senior experience comes in. The wheels aren't turning too fast. He's been here. He understands the speed and the intensity at this Division I level, even in a championship matchup where you got to imagine the wheels want to tend to go even faster.
Yeah, you want to score quick. You want to, get your points, right? But sometimes it's better to just take your time, be patient, do everything technically correct. And Ryan Miller did that in that first takedown. As you see, nice Granby for an escape there with short time in the second period. That's a big escape for Ferrara.
Yes, it becomes 4-1 through 2. Escape opportunity for Ferrara as he will indeed choose bottom. Heading into the final 2 minutes. 34 seconds the riding time advantage for Ryan Miller. So he's going to need to stick with it, I would say at least for a half minute, because if Ferrara escapes and gets a takedown, that's 4 points. So you want that 5th in the pocket if you're Miller. But it is an escape for Ferrara, so 4-2 the score. Max Gallagher had a takedown in the third to get close to McGowan at 125, but for Penn it fell short. Can the Quaker hold on here at 133? As the top seed, Tyler Ferrara, in a tight battle. He won by a single point in the first meeting. Can he do it again with the takedown with 90 seconds left to go in this third period? You get a Cornell chant of "Let's go Tyler," then Penn counters with "Let's go Miller." Back and forth between the Big Red faithful and the Penn faithful. How about
out
this?
in here, I love it.
Oh man, it is amazing here. Now halfway through period number 2, still a 4-2 lead for Penn's Ryan Miller. The Stroudsburg, PA product, but a local product at the high school level, having gone to Blair Academy. Ferrara needs to get going here, but Miller is keeping him at hand's length. Arm's length, I should say. Now 35 seconds left to go. Ferrara tries to go low. Miller keeps it in front. Final half minute. Now, there's already been a stall warning against Miller, so you have to keep an eye on that. But right now, takedown versus a stall than a takedown, no difference. It's still going to be a win for Ferrara, who has to go with 15 seconds left to go. Miller defends, turn around and out of bounds with a little bit of a pancake finish at the end there. 10 seconds left to go. And the Quaker teammates love it from Ryan Miller. Last chance for Tyler Ferrara. Does he have something left in the tank here? Miller moving back. A second effort by Ferrara. His trip attempt goes a little bit too far. Miller holds off. It's a 4-2 decision for Penn wrestler Ryan Miller, the first ever Ivy League champion at 133 pounds.
Calm, cool, composed. Didn't get too caught up in that last flurry. Good job by Ryan Miller to get his hand raised. Avenge an earlier loss from earlier this year. 2 great matches so far, through 2.
And a huge help for the team score. As Penn on the head-to-head against Cornell, the oh-so-slight advantage heading into this final round. It'll set us up for what's to come at 141. But before that, they are going to have the podium and the 125 champion as we send it over to Nick Costco.
I'm here with the winner, Ryan Miller. Ryan, first Ivy League champion in Penn history. What is going through your head right now?
Yeah, awesome. Great experience. New tournament. I'm glad to be a part of it. Got the first one for the team. A lot more to come.
You got the decisive takedown earlier in that match. How'd you fend him off there in the end?
Yeah, something we're working on. Offense, defense goes. Shut down offense and keep the lead going to the end of the match.
Congratulations, Ryan. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Nick. And again, that's actually the 133 champion, Ryan Miller. It's Miller and McGowan champions at 133 and 125, respectively, from Jadwin Gym.